Hi. If you clicked on this, I have a feeling that your life feels a bit chaotic right now. Not necessarily bad, but like wobbly. Like you're standing on a surfboard and the waves are getting bigger and you're trying to find your balance. I sat down to pull some cards because I wanted to see where this energy was leading, specifically regarding your finances and your abundance. And honestly, the combination that came out was the perfect explanation for why things feel so unstable right now, and why that instability is actually the best news that you could possibly get. So you've probably seen on the screen already, the two cards that came through were the Two of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. But look at these two together. It paints a very clear picture of a massive timeline shift. You are literally moving from the energy of managing survival to the energy of commanding wealth. Let's talk about the Two of Pentacles first, because this is the reality that you're leaving behind. But it also is the energy that you're feeling right now. Look at the card. It's a figure juggling two coins. They're dancing. There are ships in the background, riding big waves. Everything is in motion. This card represents the hustle. It represents the energy of robbing Peter to pay Paul. It's the feeling of constantly checking your bank account, moving money around, trying to keep everything afloat. It's the energy of effort. And if you feel like you've been juggling a lot, emotionally, highs and lows and unexpected expenses and sudden changes, that is the Two of Pentacles. But here is a secret. The Two of Pentacles isn't failure. It's like flux. It means the cement of your old reality has cracked. It means things are fluid. You can't reshape a timeline that is frozen solid. You can only reshape it when it's moving. So this wobbly feeling, this drunk feeling, that's not things falling apart. That is the old loosening up so that you can mold it into something new. And what are you molding it into? That brings us to the Queen of Wands. This is the destination. This is the timeline that you just shifted into. The Queen of Wands doesn't juggle. Look at her. She sits on the throne. She's holding a sunflower, which represents joy and abundance, and a wand, which represents power. There's a black cat at her feet, which represents intuition and magic. She is magnetic. She doesn't chase money. She doesn't worry about the waves. She attracts. She commands. She walks into the room and the energy changes. This is the version of you that is waking up. You are moving from how do I survive this to how do I rule this. The shift that you are experiencing is a shift from labor to magnetism. You are realizing that working harder isn't the answer. Being bolder is the answer. Being more confident is the answer. The Queen of Wands knows that her vibration is what pays the bills, not her stress. So, what do we get from the juggler to the queen? And how do we get there? The cards are telling a story, a very obvious story of confidence. The juggler is afraid that if he stops moving, everything will fall. The queen knows that if she stops moving, the world will come to her. You're being asked to stop the frantic energy. I know it's scary. I know your brain is telling you that you need to worry to be safe. But that's just how the brain works. The brain is programmed to worry. That's it. You think that, oh man, I'm worrying about everything. That's just the brain and what it does, man. It's trying to protect you. It doesn't protect you by thinking about good things, It protects you by thinking about the worst case scenarios. So I get it. Stop micromanaging the universe. Stop checking the tracking number on your manifestations every 5 minutes. Sit down on your throne. Trust. Trust that you are powerful enough to handle whatever comes without panicking. The moment you stop juggling is the moment the abundance can actually land in your hands. You can't catch a big blessing if your hands are busy juggling all the small problems. So How do we embody this Queen of Wands energy practically? Really, it comes down to your posture and your presence. The Two of Pentacles energy is anxious, shoulders up, shallow breathing, eyes darting around looking everywhere. That signals lack, and that signals, not so confident. The Queen of Wands energy is open. Shoulders up, back, deep belly breathing, steady eye contact. That signals abundance, confidence. So, for the next week, I want you to fake the physiology of the Queen or the King for my fellas. Even if you're stressed, sit like a queen, sit like a king. Walk like you have $100 million in your bank. When you change your body language, you hack your nervous system. You switch from survival mode to reception. And when you are in reception mode, the Two of Pentacles, chaos settles down and the wealth flows in. But listen, I know that switching from panic to power is really hard when you've been in survival mode for years. Your brain is literally wired to juggle. This is exactly why we finally release the wealthy self system down below. We realize that trying to force yourself to feel confident usually backfires because your subconscious mind fights it. So we built this system using ask formations instead of just telling yourself, I'm confident, which your brain might reject. The audio is going to ask you questions like, why am I so magnetic to money? Why do I feel so powerful today? When you ask and you use ask formations, your brain stops fighting and it starts answering. It starts looking for evidence of your wealth. So we structured it in a 3-part protocol. For morning, to put you in the Queen of Wands energy. For the midday, to interrupt the juggling anxiety. And nighttime, to lock it in while you sleep. So I put the link in the description, and I also put the link in a pinned comment. But either way, remember this, my friend. The juggling act is over. You've graduated. Put the balls down. Put them down. You are the queen now. You're the king now. Sit on your throne and let the blessings come to you. So like the video if you'd be so kind and comment down below, I claim my crown. And catch you when we align once again.